Hey family, this is your friend Kenesha. I just wanted to check in with you guys a little up close and personal and just tell you that, man, I am just in a season of growth. I'm growing, I'm learning every single day about who I am as a person. And I tell you one thing that's keeping me steady is the Lord. I thank God that I'm saved. I thank God that I know the word of God. I thank God, just like as my pastors preached last night, I'm practicing the presence of God. And one of the things I was thinking about, I thought, why is it that I have such a peace and a calm in the midst of this COVID-19 crises? I mean, things are so different. And I promise you, I don't just say this, I really have joy and peace. But you know what I thought about? It's because I had to go through a season of isolation several years ago. Because I had a contagion that broke out in my own life called bad choices. And based upon those bad choices, it forced me to go into a season of isolation, and I literally shut everything down. And it was one of the best decisions that I could have ever made. Because I was able to look within. I was able to really see who I was. And I was just able to allow God to change those areas that got me into a particular situation. And I tell you, I'm the better for it. I would not go back and change it. Now, we are not happy about COVID-19. But what I can tell you is if we go through the process of what feels like isolation correctly, and we allow some introspection, we allow some reflection, and we allow God to pierce those areas that maybe we were too busy for, I'm telling you, family, we're going to come out better on the other side. When I went through this isolation a few years ago, it allowed me time to get into my word, to eat the word daily, and to have a relationship with God. So I learned how to practice the presence in that crisis. So when this one came up, I just did what I always do. But it's only because a crisis broke out several years ago, and I thought I was going to be devastated for the rest of my life. So just wanted to encourage you, family, if you're struggling, if you're stressing, let this season of isolation do what it should be doing, eradicating the disease. We are going to come out of this. I'm praying, I'm believing God that this stops, because it will stop. But I want us to make sure that we are healed when we come out. Let's let this isolation do what it needs to do, which is to bring some introspection, some reflection, and on the other side, there's going to be positive change. Hey, it's Kenesha. I love you. Hope you enjoyed.